Pisces, love and relationship. So overall, it seems like you've had an enormous kind of sense of happiness again, or found happiness in the relationship. But overall, I get the sense of like there haven't been some more painful realities to face. I also see that there has been, and still is for many, like some sort of hesitation still here, some sort of holding yourself back from growing, even like some sort of doubts still around this relationship. But overall, you're feeling it you're seeing it very much as a blessing in your life. Some aspect of your relationship may have come full circle, and you may have really like achieved something to start on going forward now. You've like reached a turning point or culmination phase in this relationship. A lot of major arcana card in this reading, 5 cards altogether, and we're going to look at these cards together and pull more to clarify. But let me just give you my initial thoughts. I do see some pace being picked up around this relationship and moving something forward, and definitely some momentum changing in a direction, like a really thoughtfully direct way forward, like 2 people like consciously deciding the outcome of their future. And then there are decisions to be made, so there is still back and forth and change. We talked about like a hesitation. Okay, so we have this cocoon and then butterfly image. Maybe they are in some way linked. So in the past, I'm seeing this level of like kind of hesitation and feeling restricted and trapped by areas of this relationship, Pisces. So there may be some sort of a challenge now for you to start thinking about in what ways you can change things up, in what way that you are actually able to evolve and grow. And that's how we do that, through change and making doing things in a different way. Overall, it seems like the person you're dealing with could actually have some worries about this relationship too, or even have some doubts of their own in regarding this relationship. You overall though seem like, you know, optimistic to heal, and you seem optimistic in general about this relationship, and you see it as being like a beacon of light in a somewhat darker world. The Magician card is saying that it seems like it will be through your force, Pisces, that this is able to create something together, to kind of stay strong, to kind of build something, or just be kind of just through your will. It's like you willing it in a really big way, I see, Pisces. Okay, so let's look at these cards together and clear more to kind of bring more messages forward and see what else we need to know. Let's keep going. So as you can see here, Pisces, this alignment you start to feel with this relationship, with yourself, with your values in the relationship and your authenticity starts to develop and move forward pretty rapidly, I think. What's helping you through this is like you discovering your worth and your self-worth within this relationship, and that your opinion really matters, and what you have to say also matters. But yes, I do believe that the kind of doubts that you've been weighing up in your mind, also your partner is facing, or the person you're dealing with. You are kind of even feeling in some way like them, or you guys are feeling like the same way. They actually might even be feeling it in more of a physical way. The World card here is kind of me thinking that you are aware of your successes together and the achievements you've attained. So that's what's kind of leading you towards this Star card, optimism of like healing and possibility again. But yeah, the direction you have to take forward, Pisces, in this relationship is somehow linked, I feel like, to past hesitations. Let's pull some more cards and see what's going on. Clear up the Sun card. The Eight of Wands. So you have been given the go-ahead and the basically yes and momentum to get the ball rolling on this relationship again. Something has opened up for change, and you can see things moving forward, and you think that you're moving forward in more of an aligned way, maybe leaving behind now some sort of letting go of sadnesses and disappointments and regrets in the relationship, less focusing on the bad and seeing how the good times are kind of coming through much more strongly now, and that there is less time or space in this relationship for any more negative emotions, or even like feeling like any longing or loneliness or isolation. Okay, let's see, there's some messages possibly coming through. Let's look at the Empress card. Clear up the Empress. The Eight of Pentacles. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, an investment has been made in this. Really something very long-term, very grounding, and very beautiful energy, actually. There is a real perseverance and a commitment, and that's what's strengthening this relationship at this time. The dynamic of perseverance and commitment, and the willingness to overcome some obstacles. The Two of Swords looks at the doubts that seem to be on your mind right now, Pisces, and you might not even be fully speaking to the person that you're dealing with. There could be some sort of a stalemate position between you. Son of Pentacles in reverse. It might be a Virgo or a Libra that you're dealing with. That you are worried about at this time, but you are kind of just having doubts about if this is going anywhere or moving forward, or has it just kind of reached some sort of a plateau and you're forcing some sort of a movement, and as more you force it, it slows down and it kind of just creates some sort of a block in energy, and that's where your doubts are coming into play. So we have also, I'm seeing the World card as being like you now having to, okay, well, if I don't see this moving along, I'm going to start going back into the past and looking at other things we've done in the past. But you can't focus on the past, Pisces. It has to feel right in the present, and you feel like there's a lot of blocks and it's too slow. I do see things picking up, but the World card is you may be clinging to like, oh, well, we did this, or we've been through this together, and that's not really a testament of the current situation. Seven of Cups. Yeah, so you do have a cloudiness of judgment here about seeing things clearly. You are maybe making some sort of an illusion out of this. And the Ten of Wands at the reverse of at the bottom of the deck is kind of coming through like a kind of also just like this cloudiness, and that's like, look how messy that looks and unclear, and like I just feel that's like this brain fog that you're seeing around this relationship. Okay, so we have now got the Eight of Swords, and this represents some sort of past hesitation or feeling of restriction on your part. Let's see how this came to be, or kind of played out. The Mother of Swords in reverse. For some of you, the more that you were felt like backed into a corner, or like the more you felt like you couldn't express this transformation or what was on your mind, you kind of got snippy, and you kind of got a little bit too razor with this blade of truth, and you could have become actually like highly overly opinionated or rude or unfriendly to be around, and you might have even been very, I don't know, these swords were used in a kind of nastier way, I think, Pisces, and it might have because the reason you felt you were like kind of like in some sort of a restricted or tied up position, so your response might have been to kind of lash out verbally. And it kind of could have really like upset the person you were dealing with, because with above anything else, like they see you as their best friend, and that maybe made them think otherwise. The Son of Wands. Let's look at how this relationship is progressing. I see some sort of movement and momentum and passion and kind of invigorating like sort of source energy coming through. Let's have a look. Okay, so we do have this fiery kind of keep this fire burning energy, and that's beautiful, coming through with the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is a really nice opening up again. So it seems like opening up to each other again. It definitely seems like you still have the perseverance and motivation for this. Another seven in the reading. Oh, we have Seven of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands now at this point, and that would be very much about obstacles being overcome. 7 is the magic number. It's the magic number of manifestation and progress, but definitely you're aware of challenges still, but it seems worth persevering. There seems to be a lot of fire here for each other, and it does seem like and kind of motivation. So let's see, something though you do see yourself weighing up and still thinking about, and what might that be? Could it be that, you know, either way you do plan on kind of stepping into a change phase of your life where you're going to be growing or making something into something more? Ooh, the Judgment card in reverse. Don't hold yourself back too much from making any bigger changes in life, Pisces, at this time around the relationship. The Judgment card in reverse is saying that there may be some sort of an element of fear of making changes that are necessary to be made. And this could actually have come up for you before in the past, and in the past you shied away from making this choice, or making this choice to step forward and evolve and grow, or just make some sort of a decision together or separately. But in relation to this relationship, it looks like Judgment is saying, oh, we've dealt with this before, now let's see how you react. What are you ready to leave behind, maybe it will ask. So let's see, the person you've been dealing with is feeling a little, if anything, rejected or abandoned by you, Pisces, if possible. So let's see where they're at. Yeah, they feel let down as a friend, and I think you know this. It's like they thought that they could count on you more. They really, you know, thought they didn't even have to say, you know, they thought that there was like an unspoken bond between you and they wouldn't have even had to say this to you. But it seems to have knocked them in terms of like, oh, they thought that, you know, they could rely on you at least more as a friend. And that seems to have taken them, that seems to be some of their doubts. So let's see, the Star card is very much an optimism about, you know, this relationship healing and, you know, being restored to where it was, and even more you even want better. Father of Cups. So yes, I mean, this relationship does look like it's set to transform. This is the card of, you know, sort of linked to scorpionic transformation and really deep and emotional in nature. It looks like there is harmony to be restored again in this relationship, and you're very hopeful for that. So let's see, the Magician card is where it all ends, and it ends with some responsibility that you have, Pisces. Let's see what that is. If anybody wants to know, this gorgeous deck is the Wild Unknown Tarot, and I just love the imagery. The Two of Cups again. So here we go. This is what, you know, this is where your journey is taking you, to returning to this kind of Two of Cups love energy. So that is open for you if that is the direction you want to take this, Pisces. I can see that there might be some temperance energy of like restoration and peace and harmony and tranquility needed again. But yes, you have everything you need to basically bring this forward. I would say stand up for what it is that you want. Don't back away from things that seem like they could be even challenging or scary, because that you may already instinctively know what these could be, and it's like, oh, are you going to face up to it this time? Don't allow anything make you too harsh or too cold or too stern in regards to relationships right now, Pisces. Okay, that's going to be it. Now remember, this is a general reading, so all messages may not apply, but just take what resonated today for you and leave the rest.